So a couple of weeks ago, I put a video up asking about where is the year of retro? What happened to the year retro? Because it was something that was spoken about quite a lot. It was something that was hyped up towards the beginning of the year and kind of fizzled out. And then immediately, Rochester Retro dropped the new suspension list that basically says, yeah, everything is now back on the table. We have changed retro at its core so much that we feel comfortable saying that we will not be abiding by the Universus ban list for retro. And here's our current suspension list, which does feature a lot of the same cards on the Universus ban list. The difference being there's a chance that your cards will come back for Rochester Retro, as well as unbanning a lot of cool cards and suspending some more to allow these freshly unbanned cards to possibly see more play, one of which includes Mature, who was an issue when you could attack on turn 1, but in Rochester Retro you can't, so Mature feels more fair. Whether these cards will be an issue in the future is interesting, but this was huge retro news that did quite shake up NA. It doesn't quite apply to myself, which is why I've not made a more in-depth video on it, because in the UK we're not planning to play Rochester Retro if we can avoid it, but it's still a very cool system that comes into play. And it came immediately, like a couple of days after I dropped my video. I didn't intend to call out Sean directly or any person that was promoting the year of retro, so if anyone did feel victimized, called out, or essentially felt like I was speaking to them directly, I do apologize. It was more a broad sentence, but fair play to Sean and Rochester. You dropped some amazing news. But one of the ones I did mention is that we did have the Cowboy Bebop retro stuff on the Redemption Store, and then we didn't really see retro products or retro promos on the site giving it this kind of highlight. But for the last few weeks, the Redemption Store rotations have all been themed retro in a kind of, to put it weirdly, malicious compliance with what I asked. I asked for more retro products on Redemption. I asked for more access to retro, and UVS went, hold my red vines. They put up MHA1 with all the Plus Ultra promos on Redemption. Then we got Crimson Rampage with all the Plus Ultra and relevant promos. We've recently had Heroes Clash go up with all the Plus Ultra and relevant promos, and those are rotated retro products. And because of the fact that MHA1, Crimson Rampage, and Heroes Clash are out of print, they can be a lot harder for new players to get hold of. So this is a very good win. Now, I imagine by the time that this video goes up, we've had the next store, where I'm imagining we're going to see Legal Villains, which is going to rotate quite soon. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. However, it is also the week leading into Street Fighter, so we might see some Street Fighter. But I'm not here to speculate. I'm here to basically go, yeah, you guys absolutely immediately proved me wrong. I put a video up going, where is the year retro? What's happened to the year retro? Where's the community events? Where's the product? Where's the deals? Where's the support and the love for retro? And Stark Dark had already had their event by the time the video went live, but it was after I recorded it. We're hearing more retro coming from Spain. We're going to see retro going down there. Sean has already confirmed that all the regionals in NA are going to have retro. I can see Sam Tate is looking at running webcam or TTS retro events. So it is there. It's just apparently I made my video a little bit prematurely. I made my video and then immediately all the news for retro came out. The Redemption Stars got updated, and we got all this cool old MHA stuff on there that new players, if they've got the points, that's one of the big issues, but that's a separate issue from here, can get access to. And it's going to be a great way for people to enjoy products that they know in retro, and is a way of kind of building up the hype for the people that love the IP and want to play retro, and has opened the conversation up a little bit more about retro and these products and these cards in retro. So yeah, I'm just here not really to do a retraction, just to go, I'm on my way to definitely be proven wrong. This could be the year retro. We've now got the suspension list shake up for Rochester Retro. We've had Stark Dark and other community events coming up for retro thanks to Sam Tate. Sean O'Brien and the Dobbers are doing their usual work to make sure that retro receives the love that it gets, making sure that the product has a good price or there's some good deals around there. The Dobbers making sure that people who want to get access to retro cards can get them from events. And we're seeing UVS putting retro products and retro promos on the redemption store, going, if you want to play these in Spotlight Retro, you can, as long as you have the points, and if you want the points, go out and grind them. So yeah, that is just me saying the year retro is going strong. If you do want to get points to get access to this retro product, you can sign up for the pre-release for TMNT early. You'll get 60 additional loyalty points for signing up before the 8th of August. And you can also get weekly points from playing at your local events. I will see you all at game night. Have a great time. Bye.